Aí, ai, como eu queria que esse microfone estivesse mais perto da minha boca. Ótimo, eu já tenho uma pá. Tenho muita pouca poção de vida. Acho que eu vou comprar, né?
If not over, then through.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
Tá aqui corpo a corpo. Fudeu. Ah, se fosse mais um. Quase. É, ele vai levar porrada aí, quer ver?
With
Toma.
a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Ok. Poderia ter sido pior. Sei não, viu?
Try to avoid any more punching.
Now that's settled.
Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well
Eu
met.
fiz ouvir
I should
brasa.
warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel.
Eu esqueci de colocar o
We took
tempo da
shelter here
maratona.
after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the hells.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great
Yeah.
debt.
É,
If we're forced to leave
messages,
now,
né?
we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Eu ia fazer, colocar mais tempo aqui na maratona, eu nem coloquei. Deixa eu ver. Hora e meia, vai.
First, I damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then, a foul blood takes his frustrations out on me. I'm done with this hellhole.
Boneca é muito feio, velho. Meu Deus do
Must have
céu.
history.
Never mind their history. Let's look for help.
Vim aqui primeiro, antes de comprar coisa e vender coisa.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Sucesso crítico.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Fiz eles ficarem. Não sei se é bom ou ruim, mas tô nem aí.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Sempre bom ter uma pá, não é mesmo? Eu não sabia disso. Aí eu me arrependi de não ter. Isso deve ser de mole. Pode. Parece. Gastei uma grana, agora que vale a pena.
Sylvanas.
I want to have a word.
Recrutar o Will. Vamos recrutar o Will.
Children!
Go on. Give me a best shot.
Hero.
Not bad. Umi, you just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Sorry, but there's no room for me. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Recrutado.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Yes.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it.
jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
You're not going to eviscerate him. I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
For a show.
The locals.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Traps, please.
Aqui tem a Goblin. Eu não quero fazer nada com ela agora. Vou vir pra cá.
Show me again? Not now. We're working. Remember? Come on!
Please, last room. Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Ouçam.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back! No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Aí. Tô liberado.
Yes, I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Korga?
A criança morreu.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. The devil sowed chaos. She remains until the rite is complete.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
It's poised to strike. Não é possível, de 2 dados não dá certo, né?
Yes. She is more valuable out there than in here. Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Tadinha.
Positive. You can trust me on that. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
Tá muito confiante, não. Sinceramente, nem eu.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well.
Ele que tá com o chifre e eu que sou
With the
corpo.
presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
Cachorro. Lobo no nosso cachorro. Lobo.
Go on. Say it.
Brahma não gosta de lobo. Ela passou num teste de essência ali contra o medo. Eu li.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Hey.
The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The metal of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the Grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the Grove forever shrouded.
Então, se gostam mesmo, né? Eu odeio. Principalmente ela odiando ele. Isso que é forte. Vai começar uns diálogos bem chatos e grandes. Duradouros. Conversa bem longa.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Vis medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Tá, eu vou jurar.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. there should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
Anyhow.
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove.
Tentar,
To
Shai,
me,
tentar.
I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Vai usar pra envenenar alguém, tá doido?
Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than...
That mural, they look like dark justiciars.
Find our master.
Tá. Faz a Arabella.
Keep their confidence, if you insist.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Lives are...
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Verdade. E tudo isso pra abrir o baú, velho. Eita, pô, o tanto de item aqui. Dá pra simplesmente pegar. Eu vi esses itens aqui, ó.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Eu não uso espada, porra. Eu sou um mago.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
É isso aí.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir.
Better not be cursed.
Not be cursed.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Please, have mercy.
Tá, agora... Tenho que vir pra cá. Tem um ponto de teleporte aqui dentro do canto dos goblins. Não esperava que fosse ter.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the...
He was joking about octus soup just a moment ago.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
These tracks. Goblins?
Sai do subterrâneo.
glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
Ai, caralho, que susto. Que susto, doido.
I'm fading
Tô
fast.
falecendo.
I must heal.
Porra. A poção de cura que eu acabei de achar foi perdida já. Que susto. Meu Deus.
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
People up ahead.
Only if my people extract them.
Something's wrong.
The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
He's so pale.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Horrível.
Brother, your sword.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will. He.
Faleceu.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one.
Oil bear.
We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks. What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
Vai embora.
True soul? Absolute? What did they mean?
They're clearly devoted to the Absolute, whatever that is.
É mesmo.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves.
Eu não
While
consigo
at
me
its host,
controlar.
memories go to waste. The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Não consigo me controlar. Quase, velho. Um a mais. Agora fudeu.
No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Vai morrer. Morreu.
hosts as soon as they need to. Right.
Pera. Olha aí, ela usando chapéu de mago. E um genia. Ó, é bem aqui os coruja. Só que ele é bem difícil. Bastante. Aí subir aqui, ó. Aqui nas pregas. Nem precisei saltar, mas beleza. Cara, era só ter vindo aqui, na real. Era só ter vindo aqui, beleza.
Damn it.
I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Bet you will too. Just like my mates here did. Contract cleverly left out, we'd be tits deep in these buggers. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
No.
I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
Entendi, Goblin. É isso aí. Ah, não, pera. Ah, não, é aqui. Eu precisei passar por debaixo da ponte. Percepção do quê? Vai ter armadilha.
Enough! No, you haven't. Please, we just want Mayrina back.
Do you think you're concerned?
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've
Tá
never
velho, tá
clapped
mentindo.
eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina. Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again. Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Rapaz, se eu ir pro lado dela, ela me dá uma recompensa se eu for na casa dela, pelo menos é o que ela diz, e eu mato eles. E ganho loot, né, obviamente. Então acho que eu vou nisso.
Sweetie, be careful!
He's with the hag! Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
De vida.
Taking position.
someone inside out.
Demir! Demir!
Can't afford to let up.
Oh, my stars! I
Ignis.
didn't mean for this to happen. She's their little sister, and she's staying with me. This is all my fault, but I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her, and my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know. It'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Helpless old ladies. Was that normal?
I'd be happy to be wrong, but she makes my skin crawl. Watch yourself around her.
Need to find a way forward.
Pensando bem, eu acho que não tem recompensa nenhuma, ela só... Pera, não é aqui. Ela só... Pode ser uma armadilha, né? Pode ser uma trap.
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Conversa desse certo.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend? Might have to take that nose.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Ainda bem.
Bollocks. Pheasant funning around while I'm stuck dealing with yobs. That a fact? He's at the windmill mucking about. Wouldn't stray again if I were you.
Aê, porra. Deu bom.
Haven't seen that game in years.
Ponto de rota descoberto. Isso é muito bom.
So, you and Lay's Venha. Seems tense.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Note. Just another crate.
É aqui que aparece o cão.
Efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
Not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
Ó o demônio.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense.
Capeta.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I strive among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door.
Rapaz.
Such a tease.
Pior que, pensando agora, se não tiver nenhuma solução, era pra realmente tomar o veneno lá da druida. Druideza. Melhor do que virar um desses bichos aí.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, Sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Rapaz. Ameaçador, né? Ah! Porra! O teste de sobrevivência é desbloquear um baú aqui, ó. Só que ninguém conseguiu. Só porque eu tô com a pá.
The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
Pula.
You must be eager to get back then.
Something good here, I hope.
Todo canto que eu vou tem inimigo. Mas eu tenho que passar.
Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me.
Eu acho que se eu fosse lutar essas coisas, eu ia só me fuder mesmo. A hiena e os bichos aqui, então. Vou tentar só ir para o druida. Estão fazendo bullying com um gnomo aqui.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for ice. Funny. That's what our birdie wanted.
Release me this instant, you beasts!
Unless you want to join him up there, you best pay the toll. Cough it up!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Pronto, deu bom. Foi só porque eu cruzei os dedos.
That's a lot of coin, I think. You wanna haggle? Fine. The price just doubled. How do you like that?
5.
Good choice.
Paguei 5 moedas e pedi 1.000 no
If I
começo.
see you here again, no price will save ya.
Ok. Deixar o gnomo aí, foda-se. Ainda apareceu a quest salvar ele, otário.
Warned to stay away. Now you'll have to face the consequences.
me fudi, né? Porra, aí é foda, eu me fudi muito aqui, velho.
Well, so much for peace. Nothing will stand in my way.
Não sei nem se eu quero conseguir passar esse combate, velho. É, não tem o que fazer, ó. Foda. Goblin, filho da puta, desgraça de Goblin, velho.
Back again?
Ah, velho. Fuder, doido. Qualquer coisa os Goblins atacam. Então eu não posso passar pra aquele lado. Mas não por ali. Ah, salvou no combate, que legal. Perder de propósito de novo. Acho que eu tô com pouca vida já. É isso.
When I'm done with ya!
É, eu acho que meu save foi pro caralho. Oh, meu Deus. Não, depois eu crio a boneca aí, depois em outra live. Quero agora, acho que jogar um Phasmophobia.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you. We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe will help your investigation.
Opa, tá? Quero acender as luzes primeiro. Ligar o disjuntor, sei lá o nome. Banheiro. É o mímico, caralho. Eu não vi nem orbe.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you. Welcome back. I've got some jobs